Welcome to the channel. Today I want to tell you about the movie 65. Watch out for spoilers. The movie begins with the protagonist Mills vacationing on a beach on the planet Samaris. He has to tell his daughter that he needs to go on an expedition for 2 years to earn money to cure his daughter. She has trouble blowing her hands to get a whistle, and Mills shows her how to do it right. The daughter says she knows Mills is going away for her. We are shown a spaceship with a crew flying in space. A warning appears about an approaching cluster of asteroids. Mills wakes up and takes manual control of the ship. The ship is very badly damaged and makes an emergency landing on the planet. Mills wakes up and sees that he is injured. He pulls out a piece of shrapnel and freezes the wound with a device. Mills puts on his suit and goes to check the crew's cryochambers, but they are damaged. Taking his weapon, he goes outside. Mills walks through the swamp, seeing the dead bodies of the crew. He tries to establish communication and sends a message about the crash. Mills says the planet is unknown and breathable. Then Mills says everyone is dead and no help is needed. He is ready to commit suicide, but Mills can't. Mills listens to his daughter's video messages and sees that one module with a passenger has survived. He finds it and opens it. Mills carries the girl to the ship, but then he sees a huge trail of the creature. Mills wakes up and tries to find the escape module. He goes looking at his surroundings and then finds the bones of the huge creature. A geyser spills outward. Mills finds the location of the rescue module, but suddenly a small dinosaur attacks and kills it. Mills hears something in the bushes. It turns out to be that girl. He chases after her and they fall into a ravine where the dinosaur's corpse lies. Mills asks what the girl's name is, but she doesn't say anything. Mills learns that her name is Koa and then treats her wound, telling her what happened. The only way to get home is to get to the rescue module. The girl speaks a language that Mills does not understand. He tries to explain what to do by drawing on the table. Mills sends a message that a girl has survived, but her parents are dead. Koa watches a video of Mills' daughter. Finally, they set off on their way to the mountain. It's very dangerous all around and Mills is on standby. It is 12 kilometers to the rescue module. Mills and Koa walk through the woods and the girl throws berries at him. Mills shows that these berries are not to be eaten and jokes, but Koa doesn't appreciate the joke. Mills kills a very large bug that sat on him and falls over laughing at Koa. Then they hear a strange sound. The baby dinosaur is stuck and Koa runs to help it. Mills tries to stop her, but then also helps. They pull the dinosaur out, but it is immediately killed by smaller creatures. Mills and Koa hide and the dinosaurs run away. Koa is very sad about what happened. They are resting by the waterfall, and something is wrong with Mills' wound. Koa draws water and puts a flower on Mills' head. Mills climbs a large tree to reconnect to the rescue module. He sees insects on his arm and falls out of the tree. Dinosaurs approach and Mills tries to right his arm. Having succeeded, he shoots the creatures and Koa runs away. The girl is surrounded by creatures that can fly. Mills struggles to fight them off. Koa is surrounded by lizards, but Mills manages to kill them. One creature still drags the girl away. Mills manages to drive it away. Koa is very frightened and Mills says to keep going. They stay for a halt and Mills makes a whistling sound with his hands as he shows his daughter. He shows her how to do it, but Koa shows her whistle. They go on their way. Mills and Koa stop in a cave for a rest stop. The device picks up the anomaly that brought the ship down. Koa gives a picture of her daughter to Mills, which she took on the ship. Mills triggers the hologram and then they go to bed. It turns out that the daughter is dead. During the night, the protection goes off and Mills goes to check. Koa is foaming at the mouth. Mills sees a worm inside the girl and pulls it out. Someone approaches from inside the cave. Behind them is a large dinosaur, and Mills and Koa fall into the depths of the cave. They head for the exit and the creature follows them. At first there is no exit in sight, but then Mills finds a blockage. Koa draws a family on the wall and Mills dismantles the passage. Mills says there's nothing he can do, but Koa tries to tell them they need to go forward. Mills says he fooled Koa and her parents are not on the mountain, they are dead. Mills gets the idea to detonate a bomb to open the passageway. They climb down the narrow passage, but suddenly everything starts to shake. A cave-in occurs, and a rock blocks the passage between Mills and Koa. Mills is furious, but then he hears Koa whistling. Meanwhile, Koa gets out. Mills tries to find a way out, but is suddenly attacked by a dinosaur. Mills tracks it down and scans it. Suddenly, the dinosaur attacks and Mills fights it off. He eventually kills it. Koa is walking through the woods and finds a big claw. Mills gets out of the cave and sees something in the sky. He scans and it turns out to be an asteroid approaching the planet. Koa hides in the bushes, but is attacked by a small dinosaur. Mills runs to Koa's scream, but gets caught in the swamp. Koa tries to run away from the creature and explodes inside an old tree. Mills nearly drowns, but Koa manages to put the branch down and Mills is saved. He thanks her for saving him and shows Koa the approaching asteroid. They walk on and hear a sound. Mills and Koa need to climb up. Koa climbs up and drops the rope to Mills. They reach the wreckage of the ship where the rescue module is located. Mills launches the module, and the alert comes in for a rescue ship approaching. Koa searches for his parents, but realizes that they are dead. Mills is very sorry and tries to comfort her. He says that his daughter is also dead. He promises to take Koa home. They hug each other, but suddenly asteroids start falling on the planet. They prepare to launch the module, but asteroids fall on the wreckage and the module falls. They both wake up, but suddenly the module is attacked by a T-Rex. Mills disconnects the straps and reaches for the weapon. The weapon doesn't work, and a second T-Rex appears nearby. Mills hides, and Koa descends and launches a hologram. This distracts the creatures and Mills shoots, killing the first and then the second. The module arrives in the correct position to launch. Mills sees another dinosaur nearby. Mills distracts it so that Koa takes off on her own. He runs to the acid swamps. The dinosaur remains alive. Suddenly, Koa runs up and inserts a claw into the creature's eye. The geyser shoots out, finally killing the dinosaur. The meteorite approaches the planet and Mills and Koa launch the module. Pressing start, the module takes off at the last moment. A huge explosion destroys everything around it. The module approaches the rescue ship. Koa takes Mills by the hand. That's where the movie ends, 65. Not a bad story about how people from another civilization ended up on Earth before we did. Thanks for watching and good luck.